It's K84, turn up, it's official.
Hello, beautiful people, and once again, we are live. You know what I mean? I'm your host, Kenna the Greatest, and you always know how we go. Right, so I got with me in the studio a special guest to have a real, honest, and insightful conversation on the show today. But you know what? Be part of the K84 podcast family and community by going on social media, liking, following, subscribing on all our social media pages. And then, hey, get connected and stay tuned. Stick around. The show returns right after this.
It's a vibe.
K84 podcast.
It's a vibe.
Hello, guys. Welcome back. Right. You know what? We're going to have a great conversation today. And let my guest introduce herself. She's a singer, a songstress. You know what? I don't want to say that much. So, welcome on one-on-one.
What's going on, guys? It's Krose here. I'm so happy to be here. I'm excited to be able to have a great conversation tonight.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. You know what? So, my first question, right? How did we meet?
Good old TikTok doing its job, you know.
Okay. So, you know what? Assuming this is my first time meeting you, I know you, but I've not heard none of your song. Could you bless us with, like, let us feel the vocal, the sturdy of your voice, you know what I mean? Let us feel it.
Do you mean sing right now?
Yeah, give us, let us feel something.
Okay. Go and get your own bag and compete with yourself. Don't be out here trying to be like nobody else. Cause when the only one you racing is you, if you first or you last, it's no way you can lose. No. It's no way you can lose.
That's dope. I like that. I'm from there. You know what I mean? So, if I'll ask, right, how has your music journey been like?
It's been, honestly, it's happened super fast because, I mean, I've been recording, I would say maybe the past year I've recorded here and there. The first time I released my music was 2 months ago.
Okay.
And it's kind of like, we'll be real. The first time I released my music was a couple months ago, like 6 months ago. Didn't go anywhere. But the first time I released it and it got some traction was like probably a month and a half ago. And it's just kind of been like boom, boom, boom since then.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so what's your style of music? What genre, are you into?
I guess I would say maybe indie, like R&B. But my theme to my music is like encouragement. I just want to encourage through my music. A lot of my songs just are full of encouraging words for people. I want people to feel better after they listen to my music instead of worse,
So what got you to hit in the studio to be like, hey, let me just put something out? What inspired you?
Well, I've been writing music for a long time. And just showing my family. Only my family has heard it, but my family has been like, and my friends, like, you should really do something with this. And so they are the ones that encourage me to go ahead. And I have a friend that has already been doing it. So he kind of hooked me up with my producer. And it was the first time I recorded was just my friends and family encouraging me to do it.
Okay, so what was your first experience in the studio like? You know what I mean? You've never been in the studio. You don't know how the recording process goes. So what was your first experience like?
It was kind of weird. I didn't know all that goes into the back like the behind the scenes part of making music. It was really cool to see. And then like when I got in there, it was like, this is really cliche. Krose, she came alive. It was like a different version of me. Like I just lock in a different way when I get in there. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, yeah, I see. So, yeah, I mean, were you confident in the first time? Like, hey, can I do it? You know what I mean? Sometimes we doubt ourselves. You know, how was your confidence level like?
I was not confident at all. I'm not even gonna cap and be like I was, I knew I got it. No, honestly, I'm still not fully confident in it, but I'm growing, I'm getting there. But the first time I was in there, I was just like a little bit like a deer in headlights. That's when I recorded that Do the Same song, but obviously I got over it a little bit,
So
we got there.
When you was in the studio, right, were there a lot of people in there? Or just you and the producer, or how was the experience?
It was me, my friend G Wayne 918, another rapper, and my producer. It was just 3 people really.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So,
Oh yeah, somebody else that we won't mention.
who was that? Was he also an artist or what?
No, it was just somebody that's not around anymore.
Okay, so I knew a little bit about you, but for the sake of the audience and people who don't know much about you, you were singing in the church. How long have you been singing in the church?
I was doing that for about 2 years, I would say. I was doing it for about 2 years at the age of, I think 21, 22, or 23 and 24. And I was doing that. I was a worship director for a church plant for a while, but I got called somewhere else.
Wait, I don't get it. What do you mean by you got called somewhere else?
It just wound up not being the place for me.
How?
This is a deep one. Sometimes God puts you in a place for a season, and then he takes you out of that place when that season's up, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I believe, at least.
Okay, so you mean God called you on the phone? Or how did God call you? Like, did he call you to 918 or 911? How did God call you? I'm curious. I just want to know.
I think he was speaking to me through my spirit. I can feel it in my spirit. This wasn't the place for me anymore.
He didn't call you on the phone?
No, it wasn't a phone call.
Are you sure it wasn't a phone call?
I'm sure it wasn't a phone
I
call.
just question. I'm curious.
No, it wasn't a phone call, but he speaks to me through my spirit.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, God didn't call you on the phone?
No, it wasn't a phone call, but it was a call from God, 100%. I know it
really?
was. I got my discernment up, and so I know.
Okay. All right. You know what I mean? So, do you smoke, drink, or use any substances?
Nope.
Why? A lot of people do. I'm just asking. Do you?
I used to, and I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't used to. I used to smoke, drink, use substances, but that was another call. We're talking about calls, and I got called away from it. I got pulled out of it.
So what did you used to smoke or drink or use or sniff or whatever? Just curious.
All right, guys, we're gonna dive into Krose tonight. I'll be vulnerable. I want people to know. I want to be real with people. I used to be a heavy smoker. I used to be not an alcoholic, but I drank a lot, and I used to be like into party drugs like Molly, stuff like that, going down the wrong path.
Okay, guys, you know what? We are live, but we got to fix something real quick. Hold on. This is all part of the show.
It's all part of the show.
Yeah, so-
It's organic.
Okay, guys. Sorry for that. Okay, so let's go. We're still waiting for you. The story. Yeah. So you used to do what?
I used to be a heavy smoker. I used to drink, and I used to do party drugs. And I was kind of deep into the whole party scene for a long time, going down the wrong path.
So how is the party scene like? I'm not a party person, so I don't know. But how is the party scene like?
The party scene is basically every weekend. That's what you're doing. That's kind of what I was living for, was the week. Like, I didn't do it during the week. I wasn't like that, but living for the weekend so I can just have that break, what I thought was a break, which was those substances and just doing that stuff. And I'm just being real. I'll be real. I'll open the book. You want me to open the book tonight? I'll open the book.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Hey, your story will encourage somebody going through stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? To heal. So, what was the moment for you to be like, hey, enough is enough. I don't want this lifestyle anymore. What was that moment? What clicked? Be like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, it was a moment, but it was more gradually. Like, my heart stopped desiring those things. And after I would do it, I would feel more and more empty, more and more. I was trying to fill a hole with something that it wasn't supposed to fit in there. And so I slowly just stopped desiring to do those things. And then I had my half sister. She passed away from a drug overdose.
Oh.
And that was really the moment that was like, I don't want to do this stuff anymore. Like, I don't know. That's when a lot changed.
So, do you remember your first experience? How did it all started? To be like, hey, you start getting in drugs. How did it all started?
It really just started at a party, I think. I mean, honestly, I can't say I remember the first time. It happened. It was just one thing led to another. It happened like, hey, you should try this. I tried it and I kept trying it.
And then could you recall or remember the friend or a relative that led you into that? And how old was you then? How old age?
I was 18 or 19. I would say 18 or 19. And it was the person that I actually wound up getting married to.
He was married?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you come to your married, you know what I mean?
All right.
But we still want to know about your addictions. So, you know what I mean? What was the first substances you took? Was it weed, drug? What kind of drug, you know what I mean, you first took in?
So I started smoking at a young age. I was just around it and I just started smoking. So I was smoking for a long time, smoking weed. I started drinking at a young age. I was just around it. You want to know the age?
Is that age?
The age? Probably 12. And then drinking is probably like 14.
So were you influenced by peers or family member, or like you saw folks, you know what I mean? Okay, let's see, we are all product of our environment. So if in your house or in your community, the things that you see, that's what you try to, you know what I mean, emulate as a kid. So how was your experience like?
It was what I grew up seeing it a lot in my house. I grew up seeing smoking. My dad was alcoholic. And so, like you said, you see it as a kid and you put two and two together, think it's okay to do when you get older. Or you're like, okay, what's wrong with this? I see this going on, you know? And so I think that you don't always have to be a product of your environment, but at that age, I was a little bit of a product of my environment.
So you saw what was going on in your family or, you know, your environment, and then you just chose. So was your mom also drinking or smoking, or you mentioned your dad, but was your mom aware of, hey, this is what, you know what I mean, you doing?
No. Just I think it's like
so you were hiding?
The tendency of a lot of teenagers. My mom did not know what I was doing.
So you're hiding it. So which among your relatives knew that, hey, you were doing something of that sort?
Nobody besides my cousin, my close cousin. We're raised like twins, so he knew everything about what I was doing, but we're the same age.
So your cousin didn't snitch on you?
No, that's my guy. He had my back.
So your cousin was supporting you to do bad?
He wasn't supporting me to do bad.
But yeah, so listen, if you're keeping something secret and you know, hey, you know what I mean, you know exactly, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You've all been kids, you know what I mean? When you're hiding something, then you be like, yeah, hey, I don't want nobody to see this, you know what I mean?
Well, if you're doing your own stuff, you don't want it to get snitched on. It's the bro code, the bro system, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you did mention about your dad. Was your dad in your life?
That's a long, complicated story, but we're opening the book tonight. He was not in my life until I was
Why?
11.
What happened?
He was an alcoholic.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he was an alcoholic. And he just chose that over being in my life. And I didn't meet him until I was 11. He came into my life at
What
the
was
age.
he?
He was in another state. And I never met him, like not met him face to face until I was 11 years old. And then he came into my life. He was in my life for 5 years after that. Horrible 5 years of being around an alcoholic.
Was he an abusive, parent?
He was verbally abusive. He is the reason, honestly, why I still struggle with confidence issues. I'm getting over it. I'm growing.
Was he beating you up, saying crazy stuff to you or what?
Listen, that is a whole portion. We can open the book, but yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of domestic stuff going on in the house that I grew up seeing and grew up being around and grew up being involved in during those years when he was there.
So where is he now?
I have no idea. I think he's in this state now. I'm friends with him on Facebook, so I think he's in rehab maybe, or doing something like that. I think he just got out of jail, but I haven't seen him.
What did he do? How did he end up in jail?
I really don't even know. Like, I'm telling you, like, he has not been involved in my life very much since he left at the age of 15, and I haven't seen him for 8 years.
So how often, do you guys, communicate through social media or, any form?
Not at all.
Really?
I haven't talked to him in years, but he added me on Facebook a couple months ago and hasn't said anything since then.
So, okay, if, if he's not trying to reach out, have you make the move, like, hey, kind of, want to reconcile, like, you know what, what you did, I didn't like it, but you still my dad or you still my blood. This is
I know on this podcast we do debating, so this is an open topic. I know this is going to be a little bit of a debate, but I think it's the parent's job. It should not be the child's job to have to reach out to their parents. If you like, I shouldn't have to go to my mom or my dad and say, please be in my life, personally. But I know some people think, it's your parent, do it. But for me, I'm the child. If you want to be in my life, I haven't closed the door, but he hasn't knocked on it, so.
Okay, so back into when you were using substances, were you still in the church?
I was.
So how do you kind of like juggle both? Do this, and then the next minute, how do you, because it's like you can't do both. But how how good were you to kind of like, hey, keep it on the low, you're doing it, but people don't know. How good was she?
It was hard. It was something, I'm telling you, audience, do not try to do both. Do not try to do both. Don't try to have your one foot in, one foot out, because it was tearing me apart. Those were a hard couple of years because I would be one person on the outside of church, one person inside of church, and I was having an identity crisis. Who am I really? Am I this person? Am I this person? It tore me apart. Don't try it. Don't try it at home, kids.
Okay. So, where was your mom? At what point did you like open up to your mom and like, hey, mom, I'm doing this? At what point? At what age? At what time? Or moment in your life like open up to your mom, like, hey, mom, you know what? I'm going through this, because you were hiding it. So when you're hiding something, kind of feel like, I ain't gonna tell him. But right. At what point you decided to open up to your mom?
I think I was probably 19, 20 or so. My mom has always been, I didn't hide stuff from my mom because I thought that she was going to disown me. I hid it because I was ashamed, but my mom has always had an open door. Like, I can tell her anything. So I think I was just going through it, dealing with the battle of being an addiction. And I know I could talk to her about it. And so I just talked to her about it. She's just been there for me through everything, like she has my entire life.
So was she surprised or shocked? Because she, in her mind, like, hey, I have a perfect girl. She's a good girl. You know what I mean?
Oh, no,
sometimes
no.
We hide stuff from our parents don't get to know or see, like, you know what I mean? What was her first initial reactions? Like, really? You know what I mean?
You want to know the word? You want to know the words that she said? She
I
said,
want to know. I
she
want to
said,
know.
"Oh, Shug." That's what she calls me. Shug. She said, "Oh, Shug." I hate that. Like she was just there for me. She was 100% there to help me in my support to get through everything, my entire life. That's not. You know what? Shout out to my mom on this podcast, because she's been there for me my entire life through all the ups and downs.
Okay, so I mean, you mentioned your dad wasn't in your life, so was it just your mom raising you as a single mom, or was there, you know what I mean, a father figure, you know what I mean, you saw, you know, because sometimes relationship wouldn't work, but people will move on and then they'll find good partners. Where, you know what I mean, did you have another father figure in your life, you know what I mean, or did you just, you know what I mean, coming from a single parent home?
My mom was really after everything with my dad. My mom was single really for my whole life. I never had another father figure from someone she was dating, but for my entire life, my grandpa was my father figure, and he is who I considered as, like, if anyone's gonna be my dad, it's gonna be my grandpa, you know.
Okay, so is he still alive?
No, he's no longer with us. He
bless his
passed
soul.
away, I think, 2 years ago.
Bless your soul. Bless your soul. So, what area in your life currently are you struggling with?
I think I'm struggling with just finding myself. I went through a lot this past year. I haven't opened up a lot about it, but I went through a lot this past year, and my life was tied to someone else for a long time. And now I'm not tied to that person, so I'm just discovering who this person is. And so I guess I'm kind of struggling with it, but I'm growing through it too. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And I'm not really struggling with a lot. Praise God. So.
Okay, so you did mention you were married.
Yep.
How did you meet him? Where? At what time? Season? Period? Did you meet him?
I met him when I was 19 years old.
Where did you meet him?
Social media. No, not social media. Online.
Which platform?
Y'all, I know if y'all are from Oklahoma, y'all know Meet Me. Yeah, that's where I met my
I
husband.
never heard that. This is my first time hearing Meet Me.
Yeah, I met him on Meet Me.
Okay, so how long do you guys, you know what I mean, talked or got to know each other before you decided, hey, you know what I mean?
We talked for months and months. We knew each other for 2 years, and we dated for 2 years, and then we got married when I was 21.
And how old is he?
He's 27 now.
So, is he black, white, Latina, or which race?
He is a Hispanic.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But as I said, you know, seasons are for a season. That season is over.
So, you did mention earlier on that you was into a different lifestyle, right? So he was also into the same lifestyle that got you guys, you know what I mean, connected. So would you say, you know what I mean, it was like, hey, broken, like, it's like you're trying to find love in the wrong place?
Yeah, it was a lot of that. And I think what caused a lot of the issues that made that be over was he was still in this lifestyle and I was getting pulled away from it. And so he stayed here. I went here. Boom, you know.
Okay.
You know what though? We're getting deep into my life. I'm being very vulnerable, but I'm glad. I want people to know this is my testimony, and I want people to know about it. I want people that have gone through similar things to know that it's okay to be vulnerable. So the book's open tonight.
Okay, so at the point you made up your mind, you want to switch or get away from the lifestyle that you used to, did he support it like, hey, okay, let's do it together? Or he was still sort of like, nah, I don't want to do it?
It was exactly that. He was more interested in continuing to do those things than move in this direction with me. And that caused a lot of what made it come to an end, I will say. We just got pulled in two different directions, and that happens sometimes.
So what made you want to be like, hey, I don't want to marry no more? Aside from that, was there any other issues, or was there any other reasons why you'd be like, hey, I want to marry them. I don't want this marriage anymore.
There's a big old reason. There was a big old reason. You know what? There was a big old
Can
reason.
we hear that?
You got, you know what? With the whole situation, this is going viral right now. The Coldplay situation, where those people were,
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. It was very similar to that
concept.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very similar to
meaning he was cheating on you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so did you knew the person he was cheating on you with?
Yes, I knew of her.
How did you
It
find out?
was his boss. We won't go into that. We won't go into that. Yeah.
His boss?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. My life's a movie, you know?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How could that happen?
You're asking me. I don't know. I want to do the same thing.
For real?
That's crazy. I was like, boom, okay.
So, when you find out, how did you feel? How did you feel? So, how did you go to know that he was cheating on you?
All right. Okay. I found this out from a phone call.
Wait, did you answer this phone call? Or how?
So I was at work. I got a call from work from him
Yeah.
in jail for
So before he going to jail, you know nothing about he cheating on you or what?
no. I had my spirit. I felt it. I thought something was going on, but that was like the reason I brought up the Coldplay situation, because they got the unrefutable proof that like you can't deny it. And so that phone call from jail, from that domestic with her, that was my unrefutable proof. And I can laugh about it now because it was 100% me getting freed from something that I needed to be free from. The darkness brought to the light.
So he assaulted the person she was with, cheating on you with.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. My life's a movie.
It's a movie.
And I got that phone call from work. And this wasn't that long ago, but yeah. And so that's what I mean. If you're asking what I'm struggling with through this season, it's just figuring myself out after all that. And that's what I'm doing. I mean, look at me. I'm on this podcast. I'm over here making my music. I'm doing my thing.
That's good.
Doing
You're
my
glowing.
thing.
Okay, so you know what I mean, let's come back a bit, you know what I mean, to your music, you know what I mean. We'll come back to another, you know what I mean, of your personal life, but let's come back, you know what I mean, to your music, you know what I mean, process. So walk us through how your songwriting process goes like.
For me, I don't know how everyone else's goes, but for me, I like to just roll around when I'm driving at night. I put on a beat, or if I'm in my room, I put on a beat. I find the beat first, and then I write to it. So I put on a beat, find a beat that I like, and then it just goes from there.
Okay, so if I knew a little bit about it, it'd be like, okay, you find a beat, and then you come out with, you know what I mean, the melodic, you know what I mean, style, kind of you create that pool, and then you fill in with your words later. That's your style. If what I'm saying is right.
That's exactly it. I find the beat, come up with a melody, like I hum to it, like, and then I write to it. And then that's where all the songs that you guys have seen so far have come from. Me doing that. Like the one that I just released, I was on the way home from a trip to Colorado in the car.
We'll come on that. We'll come on that single soon. You know what I mean? So, how many songs have you written so far?
I have tons. I would say over 30. I would have probably like over 100, honestly. I have tons of songs. If you go through my notes in my phone, there's just hundreds. But completed, I don't know, 50. And then recorded, I have 5 that have been recorded in the studio. And I've released 1.
Okay. So, which sound engineers and producers are you working with?
I've only ever recorded with one producer. That's my guy. His name is Thought. He works out of Tulsa. Check him out. His name is Jack. He is the truth. and he is the reason why, like a huge reason why my music is the way that it is, because when I went in there, I was just a shy person, like I was super shy, but like because of the environment that he created, I was able to like grow in my music and my creation process, and so I owe a lot of it to him. He's my guy. Thought.
So what inspired your music, process?
I guess I can't say I don't know if anything inspired it. I think it's just something that's been happening organically. Like even like how my music is like encouraging. I'd never set out with the thought of, I want to encourage. It just happened organically. But then when I started seeing people being encouraged by it, I'm like, okay, this is actually what I want to do. I'm meant to do this maybe,
Yeah. So who inspires you, or which artist do you look up to? Like, yeah, I draw a little bit of inspiration. Like, I like his style or her style, or I pick certain clues, because we as human, we all get inspired or inspiration from one person or the other. So who would you say?
My artist is definitely Jessie Reyez. Like that, I've been listening to her for years. I wouldn't say I pull from her, but like she's the one that inspired me. Like her style is just like, when I hear her music, I'm just like, I want to create, I love her. Jessie Reyez, that's my girl. I love her. Yeah.
Okay. So growing up, would you ever imagine yourself, hey, you want to do music professionally?
In my dreams, but imagining, like, if you would have asked 10-year-old Catherine if she would have ever gone in a studio and recorded a song, she would think you're crazy. If you would have asked 10-year-old Catherine if she would have ever post her music or her singing online, no. So in my dreams maybe, but no, I never imagined it. But with the way things are going, I'm starting to be able to think that way. Maybe. You never know what's in the cards.
So who was the first person you told your dream, like, hey, I want to do music? Who was the first person you broke that dream to? Was it your mom, your cousin?
My mama.
And then what did she say?
She was like, you can do it. She thinks that I can do anything. She really thinks I can do anything.
Okay, so can you paint can you paint me a picture of her face, reactions, or like, I just want paint a picture of her when she heard your finished song.
Oh my goodness, she was.
Can you paint a picture of that for me?
Right. So let's set the scene. I had gotten home from recording the song, and I was like, okay, Mom, it's done. Come in the car, because you got to get those car speakers when you're showing people.
Yeah.
So I showed it to her, and she's just
okay.
And then she's like, this is bringing me to tears.
Okay.
She said it's bringing her to tears, and it's like amazing. It's one of the best things she ever heard. It was just all the things that I wanted to hear my mom say when she heard my song, and she said it almost brought her to tears, and she knew that I could do it, and she was proud of me. And she was like, can you play it again? And I was like, yeah.
That's dope. So is there any other genres you want to experiment with?
I definitely, I want to rap more. Like I don't think I'm a rapper.
Okay, can you try? Can you give us some? Yeah, give us. I'll put people on the spotlight.
You put me on the spot.
I'll put people on the spotlight. So Can we get some bars? I'll let you hear.
Okay. All right. Okay, you are putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
If life is, I always want to sing. I don't know. I want to be a rapper.
Just try a little bit. A little bit. Yeah.
If life is chess, then we the pawns in the game. Trying to be different, but construction is the same. Can only move one way, left or right. I'm embarrassing myself.
Okay, wait. You know what? I'm gonna be your hypes man.
Okay.
This.
All right.
Hey guys, you know me for this. I'm the hypes man, the best hypes man ever. Let's go. Let's go. She. Let's go. I'm the best hypes man. Listen, Rick Ross even want to sign me. Jay-Z want to sign me, huh? Yeah, they all want to sign me to be their hypes man. Listen, I'm a Grammy Award-winning hypes man. Yeah, you want to sign? Come on, let's go. Yeah. Give it up. Let's go. Yeah, you got to hire me to be hype.
Yeah. Oh no.
All right. So you want to rap? Have you put in any effort?
Yeah, I do. I've written some raps. I've written some raps, but so what would you consider my style? Do you think it's rapping? Do you think it's singing?
Yeah, it could be like sing rap.
I think it's sing rap, but I want to do like get on the beat and like da 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 da. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you can do
A
it.
couple times.
Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can. You can just find yourself. Just find, your flow. Just find. Everybody's unique.
Yeah.
Find you in it, and then just push it out there. People gonna like it because you already have the singing voice. That is great.
Thank you.
Awesome. You know what I mean? You could do the rap because if you can sing, you could rap.
Yeah.
Chris Brown sings and rap. You know what I mean? But sometimes rappers are terrible singers.
That's true. No, and I wanna do more. So I kind of do the sing rap, like you said.
Yeah.
I want to do more rapping, and I want to do more singing, like sang. Like I want to do a couple of songs that actually like.
you know how T-Pain? You see how T-Pain?
Yeah.
Could sing, man.
Yeah.
People thought T-Pain was just auto-tune, but that guy could sing
Right now.
and rap at the same damn time. So you could do it. You know what I mean? You could do it if you can. If you can sing, you can rap. But if you can rap, sometimes
You can sing sometimes.
Yeah. We
just gonna be real about it.
We know. Real about it. I mean, so in the future, right? Which artists you dream, to kind of like have collaborations with?
Jesse Reyes. That would be a dream come true. And there's others, obviously.
Okay, so mention those.
I don't know why, but it would be cool as heck to do something with Jelly Roll. I like Jelly Roll.
Okay. And who else?
Jesse Reyes, Jelly Roll. This is gonna sound stupid.
Okay.
D Baby. He's
the baby. Wait,
No, not the
Lil
baby.
Baby or Lil Baby?
D Baby.
D Baby.
You heard of D Baby?
No, we have the baby. No, I'm not here. D Baby.
So there's Lil Baby, there's Da Baby, and then there's D Baby, and that's my favorite rapper.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So what I mean, and then genres, right? Which other genres you want to experiment with? Like aside from what or what you popularly used to, like you have like Afrobeat, EDM.
Ooh, yes.
Country, house.
Both
the list goes on and on.
Both of those things, like Afrobeats, EDM. I love EDM, and like with EDM, it would be so cool because a lot of EDM songs they just have like one good hook, and then it's that. Me and my friend talk about doing that all the time. Like EDM would be so cool to get into.
So who is your favorite EDM DJ or producer or artist? You listen to?
Zingara.
What about Martin Garrix?
I haven't heard.
You've not heard about Martin Garrix? He's huge.
It's not. It was like Marshmallow is not.
Marshmallow. Okay,
he's kind of like
Martin Garrix, David Guetta. Who? Chain Smokers or Chainsaw or whatever. Avicii.
of the trees.
Avicii, may his soul rest in peace. He was one of the biggest. Who else? I love EDM.
Yeah. I like EDM too. Me and my friends would get down to
This
it.
interview is not about me, it's about you. But EDM is big. EDM is super. People don't look at it carefully, but EDM numbers are damn huge.
Oh yeah.
Globally.
Oh, yeah.
Currently, Afrobeat, from Africa and other places, kind of like, but EDM, I'm like, oh God. So if you have the chance to do it, you step into it.
Might as well. That would be cool. That'd be
You
cool.
step into it because you reach a vast. I always say to rappers or folks that, hey, if you're big, connect with some of these EDM guys because they're globally. And then there are certain places you are not known, but EDM could take you to a whole different, audience and market, and they start reaching out for, this, So EDM is a huge market.
I'm taking that from me. Me and my friend talk about doing it all the time because with the party lifestyle, we listen to a lot of EDM. So.
Okay, so what's the memorable, what's the most memorable, memories in your career so far?
It's still even strange hearing it being called a career because I just started. It's not necessarily a career, but my journey with music. I think for me, it was when I released or when I posted that Do the Same, and people. It was my first time experiencing people other than my family liking my music, and it like opened up my mind. Like, whoa, people can like something you created. Like, we've talked about it a little bit, but from when I was younger, I had a lot of like negative self thoughts about myself. And so I put myself down a lot. And so even with my music. And so like when I saw people like embracing me for something I created myself, being myself, it was mind blowing. And so I think it was just that experience right there is like the first time people liking my music. It changed a lot for me.
Okay, that's good. So would you sign a record label? A record deal? Every artist has his or her, like, you know, view on that. Like, man, I would do it. Or I'd like to go independent. Would you?
In theory, I would love to be like if I go far with this, if it goes far, I would love to be independent, just like everybody else would set out to be. But I can't say that if somebody came to me and was gonna sign me, I wouldn't be wanting to jump on the first opportunity because that would mean that I could do what I love for a living. Because I mean, I work a day job. I work 9 to 5.
Okay, so let me paint this scenario, right? Assuming the person is signing you or the label is signing you, and they're getting much. Let's say, hey, they're signing you for about like 10 years, and then within that 10 years, you're supposed to produce about 20 albums or whatever amount of albums they want, but you're not getting enough. But hey, you get exposure, you get all of it, but when it comes to revenue-wise, you're not making, you know what I mean? Some artists still owe some record labels.
Yeah.
Would you still sign?
I've heard all the horror stories about it. I've heard a lot of horror stories about it, but so this is my take on it. Obviously, everybody wants to stay independent, but I feel like a lot of times when I've seen artists to sign, their music changes because it becomes more of a job. So I weigh those options. I don't know if I'm ever going to be signed, but if we're talking about big dreams,
Anything
you
can
know,
happen.
you know, I would have to really read over to sign. Let's say that.
Okay, so let me take you to the right.
Okay.
Being an independent artist, it's hard, real hard. The music business is saturated. The amount of money you have to spend on promotions and then all of that, it would take 1 out of 10 to blow. 1 out of 10, you know what I mean? Let's say if you have 10 artists, new and coming artists, it would take 1 of them to blow. It's saturated, you know what I mean? Now with social media, you know, everybody want to do stuff.
Right.
And you can't even spot what real talent is. You know what I mean? So, and then the algorithm too is so crazy. It will favor somebody who is not talented. You know,
Right.
who don't have the skill or the ability to do it, but you know what I mean? It goes. So, staying independent or going to a label, they'll take advantage of you. If you had to choose, which one would you?
Listen, I would try to grind it out, but honestly, I probably would. I would open up the curtain behind curtain number 2 and and pick it. I mean, that's a dream. Like that meaning, like regardless of how it could go. And I got God on my side. I got favor. So I could get into that believing that I could do what I needed to do under those terms. So I might sign it. I'm gonna sign the deal.
You signed the deal.
I'll sign the deal. I'll try to be independent. I want to be independent. Everybody wants to be independent. But if that was in the cards, I might sign it.
Sign the deal.
Yeah.
And be broke.
Maybe. Wait, listen. I got God on my side. I got favor. So maybe not.
No, but wait. God will never come from heaven to be like, hey, sign this or don't sign this. It's up to you.
It is up to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's for the future. That's for the future.
Okay, so, you know what I mean? If I may ask, what keep you motivated through tough times?
Well, I've mentioned it a couple times, but just knowing that there's a purpose for everything that I'm going through, knowing that I'm going through what I'm going through for a reason, and the Lord, and because I know the Lord and my relationship with Him, that's what keeps me motivated, because I know for a fact that even though I'm going through something really hard right now, my life, like I've shared with you, I'm going through some hard things, but I know that going through those things, I'm going through them for a reason. I mean, it would be hard to be going through them and think that there's no reason for this. This is just how it is. It really motivates me to know what I'm going through right now is for a purpose. And so that's what I keep in my mind.
Yeah, you have some set of rituals you do, you know what I mean, when you know what I mean, when you encounter certain difficulties or like, you know what I mean, a bad day, everybody has his own kind of like ritual. Yeah, I'll just go pray, I'll just fast, you know what I mean, I'll just be quiet by myself or pray. You know, we all pray, but aside from that, what's your set of rituals, you know what I mean, you do or you engage with?
Honestly, making music is huge for me. It's an outlet for me. I write, and I do. I didn't plan on this becoming this, but I get on my knees. I pray. That's what I do when I'm really going through it. And if I'm really, really going through it, I do fast, and that's what gets me through it. It's just what I do. So, yeah.
So, how did your single, the Karen single, you know, what I mean, you had, how did it started? I want to know how the journey of that single. Where were you at that moment when that idea came in mind? I want to write this song. How did you, you know what I mean? I want to know everything about that single.
The first one.
Yep, the single you got on now.
Okay, so I was going through. Have you ever gone through a phase of doom scrolling? I was just on TikTok, doom scrolling, and I was seeing all these people. I was going through a hard time in my life. I was seeing all these people with stuff that I did not have. I was broke.
How broke was she?
But I was.
With their levels of broke, we are broke.
So,
We are broke, and we are broke and brokey.
I wasn't brokey. My bills were paid. But that's it. That's it. That's it.
They not die. You surviving.
Okay, my bills were barely paid. Barely paid.
Wait, hold on. Your bills were barely paid. So how would I be like? You was broke.
I was.
And you were so broke. Yeah.
Yeah. So moderately broke. All right, I was moderately broke, and I was just going through it, and I was seeing other people with stuff that I didn't have, and I was just going. I don't know. I was getting in a dark place, and I was like, "Why is everything on social media and every song that I hear like these rappers with their chains and their bust downs and everything? Why is it all?" Look what I got, look what you don't have. And I was like, you know what? Maybe my niche could be, what if I wrote a song that made people happy with what they do have and what they can do? And so I started working on that song. I wrote it in a day. Oh, both of those songs that I released, I wrote in a day. The other one that I just released, or that I just put out there, I wrote on the way back from Colorado in a trip.
So you're coming back from a trip, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm just pen song or this idea down.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? When your colleagues at work, when they heard your music, in the first place, did they know you sing?
They didn't know.
So how did they find out? How the news broke out to them?
Honestly, okay, so my boss knew because I told her, which she's super supportive, always supportive of my music. The people that I work in the office with are super supportive, but then there's people that I just work with that I'm friends with on Facebook, and that's how they found out. But they're like, "Hey, Catherine, whoa, or do that, you know, that's cool. I didn't even know that you were a singer." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know."
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? How did the music video came about?
Well, I recorded the song. I had it for a little bit, and then I have a friend who's in the circle in the industry kind of named Gway918, shout out. Oh, but he had been recording videos, so he hooked me up with Ozzy, who's the guy that records my videos, and I just paid for it and got it done. It was the coolest thing ever. It was so fun. I felt famous, but I wasn't, you know.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So, did you had an idea or the concept for the video in mind, or you just let the director, hey, do what you got to want to do?
It was the middle of winter. I knew I wanted to do Turkey Mountain, which was like, there's a view up there at Turkey Mountain. So that's one thing I knew. Other than that, I was like, we're in Tulsa. There's not a lot to see downtown. So we just went downtown and just went around and found good shots down there, and that's how that first one came about. The other one, the new one, there was a plan. There was an intention behind that one, which I can get into if you want me to.
Okay. So, in the next few months, right? What's your plan? You know what I mean? Do you have plans to push these songs or like release other new music, do more videos, or what's your plan? I heard.
I have more songs that I'm gonna release because I don't want to only release songs that have a video, but I have more songs that I'm gonna release. I'm thinking about coming up with, so the songs that I've already recorded organically have become a project. So I'm thinking of releasing them as an album, and then I'm gonna record more videos. I'm gonna keep collabing with whoever wants to collab. I'm gonna do more collaborations. I got a couple collaborations in the works right now, and so I'm just gonna put my feet to the floor and just do whatever opportunity comes my way. I'm gonna push into this because before, like, even in the beginning when I first released that first song, I was just doing it for fun. But like, I'm kind of ready to lock in. You know what I mean? I'm ready to lock in during this. People like my music. People want more. They're gonna get it.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. So I would say this, right? I'll say this. I'm thinking of a way to frame it.
Okay.
Music. Oklahoma here, right? Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma is alright, but music-wise, isn't not that much going on here. So, do you still plan to leave here and then pursue your career, or you want to go elsewhere? You know what I mean, and pursue it.
For right now, I'm gonna pursue it here. And see where that takes me, but my plan is to move out of the state one day and just see more of the world. I've only ever lived in Tulsa, so much so I've never lived outside of Tulsa County, not even in another county. I've only lived in Tulsa, so I have to move and live somewhere else. So I'm just gonna, wherever I wind up, pursue it. If I wind up being here for a while, pursue it here. If I wind up being called somewhere else and living somewhere else, I'm gonna pursue it there.
So do you have a place in mind?
Places that I want to love to live in is Colorado. I've spent a lot of time up there. I love it there.
What's there in Colorado?
There's so much in Colorado. There's
Really?
You got to look up Colorado. There's a lot going on up there.
Listen, I love New York,
New York,
Miami, LA, Atlanta.
Atlanta. I could see myself living in Georgia. Maybe Florida. New York. I feel like I've just lived in Oklahoma too much. Like, that would be a culture shock for me. I've never seen a city like that. I've never, something I was saying the other day, I was like, here you have to have a car, but there people don't even get cars or driver's licenses. Like, I could not live, like, no, that traffic, the amount of people in one, it's crazy. Nah, I can't do it.
Yo, you can't do New York.
No, I'm over here in Owasso, and I think that that's really condensed, and there's like a lot of people in one small area in Owasso.
Okay, so if you go, one thing, like, when it comes to like opportunities, right? Mm-hmm. The more, when you live in country, there's not much going on. So how can you, you know what I mean, get your wider, you know what I mean? If there's more, you have the chance or the likely or the possibility for you, you know what I mean, going big.
Right.
But if you don't, you know, yeah, we live in the social media world that, hey, you could blow up from wherever you are, but in more to say, the possibility of you blowing up or meeting good people that will connect you, it's not, I'm not saying it's not here, but it wouldn't be in a place where there isn't that much going on.
Right.
Because you need to live in an environment where, like, hey, stuff is like, hey, I want to be in movies. And then you're in Tulsa. I'm not saying it's bad, but where do we know in America movies are being made? Hollywood.
Yeah.
LA. So if you want to take your shot, then meaning be where, you know what I mean?
What's going on? Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm like, it's in the cards for me for sure. I don't know, because this is also new. I don't know where it's going to go. But I could see if I really kept seeing results, kept on growing here, I could see myself moving to pursue it down the road.
Okay, yeah.
But we're just seeing.
Yeah,
we're just new.
A few years from now, you revisit this conversation.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, you remember that?
You remember
Yeah,
that?
you heard about that conversation, remember that interview? Yeah. I mean, so aside from music, what else are you passionate about?
I'm passionate about my family. I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about helping people, especially that have dealt with mental health, because I've struggled with it. I just really want to help people, and so I think my passion is definitely helping people. I'm also, I don't care if I lose fans because of this, but I'm passionate about the Lord, and that's something that's very important to me. And so yeah.
Okay, so how do you handle criticism or negative feedback from people?
You want me to be real?
Be real. Be always for real.
I'm figuring it out because I've never, so until I released that song, you know, the most followers I've ever had on any platform was 100 followers. So I've never opened up myself to public scrutiny like that before, and it's coming. It's definitely coming, and so I'm getting very used to that. So how do I handle it? I try to ignore it. And put it in the back of my mind. Don't let the bad outweigh the good. You got these thousands of good comments, and then you have these 2 little mean ones. So what are you going to try to point your eyes to, you know? So I just try to focus on the good.
Okay. So if your music could change one thing in this world, what would that be?
I want people to be happy where they're at. I think, I'm not saying be comfortable where you're at, always want more, but stop looking at what other people have and thinking about what you don't have. I want people to feel good about being themselves and being okay with being themselves instead of trying to change themselves to be somebody else. Like, I think that the way that the society is and the way social media is set up, everybody wants to be somebody else or be like this person or get this done to be like this. I want people to just be happy with who they are, because it's something I had to learn, and I want to help other people learn that, you know?
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Hopefully, you want me to dream big? You want me to dream big and speak it into existence on this podcast?
Got you.
I want to be
A
doing...
few years from now, you revisit this conversation.
We'll revisit this conversation. Catherine, 5 years from now, are you making music for a living?
It's your camera. It's your camera. Yeah, let it tell them.
Catherine, 5 years from now, when you come back here, are you making music for a living? Are we living the dream? Because that's what I would want to be doing.
Okay.
Making music full time, being able to do it to subsidize my income, and like that would be great. Right now, I'm working a corporate job and it pays the bills, and that's great, and I'm happy to have it. But my dream is to make music for a living.
So, would you want to talk about your job, your corporate job? Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Okay. Okay, you scared?
No, I'm not scared.
Scared they're gonna come for you?
Maybe they might. That's why I was scared releasing, like being friends with the people that I work with on Facebook, and they're like, "What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing?" Okay. But I think I represent the company well. I'm positive. You know what I mean? I'm not representing nothing bad. I'm not out here shooting and doing drugs and stuff.
Okay, so let me ask this.
Okay. I feel like it's gonna be something.
Oh yeah, you know more. Yeah. So, have you write a song, and then you feel like, nah, this song is bad?
Oh yeah. I've recorded a song that I don't show to anybody, and I paid money to record that song. It's so bad I will not show anybody it.
You know how funny this world is? The things we never thought, the people we never thought could be or will be, ends up, you know what I mean, surprising the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Always like, so I'll use my life as an example, right? I'm multitask, I'm multi-talented, I do different stuff. But you know what I mean? I'm on peers and their friend like, oh man, they see you doing it, but they still don't believe. And like, you know, there are certain people in our life like, man, you know what I mean? Yeah. They see you, but they talk shit about you, they talk crazy about you, but you know what I mean? Like I said earlier on, the things or the people who we never thought could be it are those like, really? How?
Right?
A surprise, or you know what I mean? It's like, I never thought that guy could. I never thought that one would be. So I was watching something on, I think, Facebook or YouTube or something, and then, you know what I mean, one producer was saying, hey, you know what? Put it all out there. You will be shocked. Now, what you think you don't like, man, this is why the one who takes off. Oh, like there's this artist. There are a lot of artists that be like, yeah, I didn't like this song, but it went out and then blew.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? So
That's
sometimes,
true.
yeah, I don't like this song, I don't like that, but hey, what you don't like may turn out to be, you know what I mean, the one that blew up. So don't keep it to yourself. Just hey, put it out there.
You might be right.
And then, you know what I mean, embrace all the negative criticism, because we all we grow. The Jay-Z we know 10 years or 20 years ago is not now. The you 5 years ago is not the you now.
Yeah.
We all grow and then evolve. So hey, put it out there. You know what I mean? Because when I started as a kid into like the things I'm doing, when I look back, sometimes when I go look old footages of, you know what I mean, things and then old audios, and I'm like, oh really? You know what I mean? It's growth.
Right.
You know what I mean? So sometimes, and then some guy will call me, hey, I love that. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, but they like it. You know what I mean? So sometimes the things you might think like, yeah, I don't like it. It will shock you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You know
Because
what?
see, with the invention of like social media, like TikTok and stuff, songs that we didn't even know is blowing up. You know what I mean?
That's
Songs
true.
you never thought like it will resurface. It's coming back. So just put it out there and let the universe do its thing, or let God do his thing.
All right. You might be seeing me post a pitchy song.
Yeah, put it out there. You'd be shocked. Because trust me, okay, there were certain songs that went viral on social media or TikTok. It wasn't even planned.
Right.
Accidentally, somebody was messing up and then it just went. And then, okay, cool. It's not big now. Let me go redo it properly. And then continue and keep the fire going.
That's true.
So
Okay.
don't just, you know what I mean, throw it away. Come on.
All right.
Get out there.
I'm taking that bit of wisdom, put it in my pocket, take it from the pocket.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, yeah, I mean, before we wrap up, yeah, I mean, I want your last words, and then we want you to bless us with another song from you.
Another song.
Yeah, your last words first. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to say to your fans or people who don't know you, tell them what, hey, you're coming up. Let them know you need their support. Hey, you know what I mean?
All right. Well, final words. Guys, be vulnerable. I've been vulnerable today. I hope that me being vulnerable to you guys let you see that I'm a real genuine person. If you want to support me, follow me on TikTok, you know, but if I could leave everybody with one bit of advice,
Okay.
be happy with what you got.
Okay.
Be happy with what you get.
So where do you want, you know, people to go follow, hear your music, you know what I mean, platforms?
If you want to hear my music, I have one song released on all platforms. My artist name is Krose. The song is called Do the Same. Follow me on TikTok. Krose0926 is my TikTok. My Instagram is K_Rose1365. There's more to come. I got more coming out. I'm pushing because of the support that I've gotten from you guys. And I love all of you.
Okay. That's dope. Like, let's hear something from you before we wrap up.
You want to hear something from
Yeah,
me?
yeah, one
Okay.
more.
All right. You love putting me on the spot.
Yeah, you know, I always put people on the spot.
Okay. Should I do? Let me see. Should I do a song that I haven't released yet? There's this one.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I'm more of a positive, but I wanted to do a song that is not as positive, but is making people feel seen for going through stuff. So
Yeah, you can put it out.
okay.
Put it out.
All right. It's coming to me. Sorry. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
It is what it is, and it ain't what it was. I swear these people don't realize that they got me fucked up. You see, I pour and I pour from this empty ass cup. Wow, no one has offered to fill my back up. Hey, I'm tired of trying, it ain't worth the stress. So I'ma just be on some niche instead. These people think the world revolves around them, but we leave this damn planet the same way we came in. The season I'm in, I don't got time for no games, got no time for no effort if I don't receive the same. I'm working on me and I am seeing a change. What's the point of living life if we all stay the same? Because it is what it is and it ain't what it was. That's what I'm leaving it with.
Okay, you know what? I need you to. Hey, okay, wait. Asha, there's this Nigerian African artist called Asha, right? You sound exactly like her.
Really?
Asha, ASA. Check her song. I don't know. One of her all-time popular song, Mr. Jailer. Stop calling me a prisoner. Life is da-da-ba-da-da.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Mr.
Finish it.
Jailer. I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer. But I'm trying.
You're doing good.
Mr. Jailer. Stop calling me by my name. Hey, you need to, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, Asha.
Okay.
Asha, if you listening or if you by chance, you need to, you know what I mean? Hey, this your long distant cousin here in America. Yeah, Asha is big.
Okay.
She's a Nigerian artist, but she's big. Your sound, your voice, the texture, it's like, yeah, we all have like, you know what I mean, distance cousins. Like, you black, so hey, you know what I mean? You might go to your DNA test, you might, you know what I mean? She might be your long distance, you know what I mean? From Nigeria, you know what I mean, from West Africa. So hey, guys, it's been an amazing show, right? I've enjoyed this conversation with my guests right here. And then hey, I know you guys also enjoyed it. Yeah, man. Go follow her music. Go show her the love, the support. And don't forget to go follow, like, you know what I mean, subscribe on all our social media handles, K84 Podcast, and then also K Rose. You know what I mean? She's a rose growing. Nature aid, water aid, and let it blow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having you on One-on-One on K84 Podcast. I've been your host, Kenna the Greatest. See you on our debate show another time. All right. Bye-bye.
It's a vibe.
Under the belt.